Amazon, a global leader, attributes its success to a set of unique leadership principles. These principles are the bedrock of Amazon's innovative culture and play a pivotal role in every decision the company makes. They act as a compass, guiding Amazonians to think customer first, to be owners, to invent and simplify, and to always learn and be curious, among other things. These leadership principles are not just inspirational quotes on a wall. They're integral to the company's day-to-day operations. From the boardroom to the warehouse floor, these principles are lived and breathed, helping Amazon to continually raise the bar and redefine the meaning of possible. For those aspiring to join Amazon, especially in leadership roles like senior or principal software engineer, engineering managers, director or senior director, understanding these principles is not just beneficial, it's essential. They form the backbone of Amazon's hiring process, shaping the way candidates are assessed and selected. So whether you're a seasoned professional or a budding leader, mastering these principles is your ticket to success at Amazon. Let's delve into these principles one by one and understand what they truly mean. The first and foremost Amazon leadership principle is customer obsession. This principle is the cornerstone of Amazon's success. It's not about simply satisfying customers, it's about being obsessed with them. It's about understanding their needs, their desires, and their pain points better than anyone else, and then using that understanding to create products, services, and experiences that not only meet but exceed their expectations. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're in an interview, and you're asked to discuss a time when you went above and beyond for a customer. You might talk about a time when you noticed a recurring issue in customer feedback. Instead of just resolving the issue on a case-by-case basis, you took the initiative to dive deep into the problem, identify its root cause, and implement a permanent solution. This not only solved the immediate problem for the customer, but also improved the overall customer experience. In another scenario, you're asked to describe a situation where you had to balance the needs of the customer with the needs of the business. You could discuss a time when you advocated for a customer-centric change, even though it required more resources or time. You pushed for this change because you knew it would ultimately benefit the customer, and by extension, the business. Always remember, at Amazon, the customer is king. Next up is the principle of ownership. Amazon champions this concept, urging every team member to think like an owner, not just an employee. This means taking full responsibility for your projects and actions, stepping up when challenges arise, and making decisions that benefit the whole company and not just your immediate team. Let's consider a scenario. You're an engineering manager working on a project that has run into snags. Instead of shying away from the issue or passing the buck, you delve into the problem, collaborate with your team, and find a solution. You're not just putting out fires, you're looking at how to prevent similar issues from occurring in the future. That's ownership. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about seeing the bigger picture and understanding that your actions have a ripple effect across the entire organization. During your interview, when asked to demonstrate this principle, you might share an example of when you took the reins on a difficult project and saw it through to completion, despite the obstacles. Or perhaps a time when you made a tough decision that wasn't popular, but was in the best interest of the company. Ownership means thinking long-term and acting on behalf of the entire company, not just your team. Amazon's third leadership principle is invent and simplify. This principle is all about innovation and making things easier not just for the company, but for the customer as well. It encourages the employees to challenge the status quo, think outside the box, and come up with creative solutions to problems. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're in an interview and you're asked, "Can you describe a situation where you had to invent a solution to a problem?" You might answer, "At my previous job, we were facing a bottleneck with our software testing process. I invented a new automated testing system that simplified the process, reducing the testing time by 50%. But remember, it's not just about inventing, it's also about simplifying. So, in another scenario, if you're asked, "Can you give an example of a process you simplified at work?" You could say, "Our team used to generate monthly reports manually, which was time-consuming. I introduced a software that automated the process, simplifying it and saving us several man-hours each month." Innovation is the key at Amazon. Always strive to invent and simplify. The next principle is "are right a lot." Amazon's leaders are not only expected to be correct often, but to have strong judgment and good instincts. This principle is not about being right all the time. It's about making informed decisions based on a clear understanding of the situation at hand. Consider this scenario. You're in a meeting, and the discussion veers towards a potential product feature. You've done your research and have data that suggests this feature might not be well received by customers. Speaking up, you present your findings and defend your stance. This is a clear demonstration of the "are right a lot" principle. You've shown strong judgment by anticipating customer reaction and good instincts by drawing conclusions from your research. In an interview situation, you could highlight a time when your judgment led to a successful outcome, or when your instincts helped avoid a potential pitfall. Remember, it's not about boasting or claiming infallibility, but about showcasing your decision-making skills and your commitment to informed judgment. At Amazon, leaders are expected to have strong judgment and good instincts. Now let's talk about how to incorporate multiple principles into your interview responses. Mastering this art is about striking a balance. You want to showcase your understanding of individual principles, but also demonstrate a holistic grasp of the Amazon leadership principles. So how do you do this? Start by identifying connections between principles that naturally align in a given scenario. For example, customer obsession could easily tie in with dive deep when discussing a project you led to improve customer experience. Also consider principles that work in tandem, like bias for action and frugality, illustrating how you made decisive actions while staying resourceful. But be careful not to force a connection. Your responses should flow naturally, illustrating a seamless integration of principles into your thought processes and actions. This will show not only your understanding but also your embodiment of Amazon's culture. Remember, it's not about ticking off a checklist of principles, but showing a deep understanding and embodiment of these values. As we close, let's summarize the key points we've discussed today. Understanding and embodying Amazon's leadership principles is crucial if you're aiming to ace their behavioral interviews. Let's quickly revisit each principle. Customer obsession is about prioritizing customer needs above all else. Ownership encourages long-term thinking and taking responsibility for outcomes. Invent and simplify is about being innovative and making things easier for everyone. Our right a lot asserts the importance of strong judgment and good instincts. Learn and be curious is all about the hunger for knowledge and continuous growth. In the interview, it's essential to weave multiple principles into your responses. This shows a comprehensive understanding of Amazon's culture and how you can contribute to it. Mastering these principles is your key to success in Amazon's interview process. Good luck, future Amazonians. Another significant Amazon leadership principle we need to cover is learn and be curious. This principle encourages continuous learning and fuels the curiosity that drives innovation. It emphasizes the importance of staying informed, exploring new possibilities, and pushing the boundaries. At Amazon, it's not just about knowing your role and getting the job done. It's about constantly seeking to learn more, asking questions, and challenging the status quo. Let's take a look at some examples of how curiosity has led to innovation at Amazon. The creation of Amazon Prime, for instance, was not born out of a market demand but was an innovative solution to improve customer experience by reducing shipping times. Similarly, the development of the Kindle was a result of Amazon's curiosity about how they could revolutionize the way people read. The learn and be curious principle is a call to never stop learning and to always remain curious. It is about finding the courage to delve into the unknown and the perseverance to keep exploring. Remember, at Amazon, the value is not just in the answers you have, but also in the questions you ask. So, in your journey towards becoming a part of Amazon, never stop learning, stay curious, and keep asking, what if? Next up, we have the principle, hire and develop the best, a cornerstone of Amazon's leadership philosophy. This principle highlights Amazon's commitment to attracting, hiring, and nurturing top talent. The company firmly believes that its success hinges on its people, and so, it strives to hire and develop the best. Leaders at Amazon are expected to raise the performance bar with every hire and promotion, ensuring that they bring on board only those who can elevate the team's overall performance, but it doesn't stop at hiring. Leaders are also responsible for mentoring and developing their teams. They are expected to guide their team members, help them grow, and ensure that they are continually improving. Let's look at some examples of how Amazon invests in its people. Amazon's Career Choice program is a perfect illustration of this principle in action. It pays up to 95% of tuition for employees to take courses in high-demand fields, even if those fields are not directly related to their current jobs at Amazon. This program underscores Amazon's commitment to developing its people, helping them expand their skill sets, and unlock their full potential. So, Remember, at Amazon, it's not just about hiring the best, it's about developing the best too. This principle is a testament to Amazon's belief that its people are its greatest asset, and it's a belief that they carry into every hiring decision and every developmental opportunity they offer. As we continue to delve into Amazon's leadership principles, we now come across insist on the highest standards. This principle is all about setting lofty goals and never settling for anything less than excellence. At Amazon, leaders are encouraged to continually raise the bar and drive their teams to deliver high-quality products, services, and processes. They are expected to ensure that defects do not get sent down the line and that problems are fixed so they stay fixed. This focus on maintaining high standards permeates every aspect of Amazon's operations. For instance, in the realm of customer service, Amazon is known for its customer obsession, which is a direct result of insisting on the highest standards. They strive to exceed customer expectations, even if it means going above and beyond the usual. Similarly, in product development, Amazon has a track record of creating innovative and high-quality products, again, a testament to their insistence on the highest standards. So, remember, at Amazon, it's not just about doing what's expected. It's about exceeding expectations, raising the bar, and insisting on the highest standards. This principle is a call to action for all leaders to strive for excellence in everything they do. Moving on, let's explore another vital principle in Amazon's leadership playbook: think big. This principle is at the core of Amazon's innovative culture. It encourages leaders and employees alike to think beyond the conventional, to envision what's not yet thought possible, and to act upon these visions. At Amazon, thinking small is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Leaders create and communicate a bold direction that inspires results. They think differently and look around corners for ways to serve customers. Let's look at some examples of how Amazon has embodied this principle. Amazon started as a simple online bookstore, but instead of limiting themselves to that, they thought big. They expanded into selling virtually everything online, thereby disrupting the retail industry. They didn't stop there. They ventured into technology, creating products like Kindle and Alexa, and services like Amazon Web Services. They're even exploring areas like drone delivery and space travel with Blue Origin. All these are testaments to Amazon's think big mindset. So at Amazon, it's not just about doing your job, it's about stretching your imagination, pushing boundaries, and making bold decisions. Because at Amazon, we are encouraged to not just think, but think big. Next on our list is the bias for action principle. At Amazon, speed matters, and many decisions and actions are reversible and do not need extensive study. This principle encourages leaders to make swift decisions, even when all information isn't available. It's about maintaining momentum and making calculated risks rather than slowing down due to overanalysis. Bias for action is what keeps Amazon nimble, innovative, and ahead of the competition. Let's look at some examples of how this principle is at play at Amazon. The development of Amazon Prime is a perfect illustration. Instead of spending years analyzing the market, Amazon quickly launched the service, continually refining it based on customer feedback. The result? A subscription service that has transformed the retail landscape. Another example is Amazon Go, the cashierless stores. Instead of getting stuck in the how, Amazon took action, experimented, and created a revolutionary shopping experience. In essence, bias for action is about breaking away from the paralysis of indecision. It's about taking action, learning, and iterating. At Amazon, we don't just make decisions. We make them quickly because we have a bias for action. Moving forward, let's dive into the principle of frugality. It's an integral part of Amazon's culture that encourages everyone to achieve more with less. This principle is all about resourcefulness, self-sufficiency, and the ability to accomplish more with fewer resources. It's about seeing constraints not as hindrances but as opportunities to innovate. This principle is deeply ingrained in Amazon's DNA, driving its operations and innovations. For instance, when Amazon first started, they used doors as desks to save on office furniture costs. This practice has since become a symbol of their commitment to frugality and is still seen in their offices today. Another example is the creation of AWS, Amazon Web Services. Instead of spending heavily on third-party data centers, Amazon built its own, turning a cost-saving measure into a multi-billion-dollar business. At the end of the day, frugality at Amazon is not about being cheap. It's about being efficient and innovative. It's about making the most out of what we have and turning constraints into creative solutions. So at Amazon, we don't just believe in frugality, we live it. Next, we'll explore the principle of earned trust. At Amazon, the belief is that leaders must focus on building trust through integrity and transparency. They listen attentively, speak candidly, and treat others respectfully. They are vocally self-critical, even when doing so is awkward or embarrassing. Leaders do not believe their or their team's body odor smells of perfume. They benchmark themselves and their teams against the best. This principle is about more than just personal conduct. It encompasses how Amazon earns the trust of customers, employees, and partners. For example, Amazon's customer-centric approach, its commitment to low prices, and its efforts to deliver products quickly and reliably are all ways the company earns customers' trust. Similarly, Amazon's transparent communication with its employees and its efforts to ensure a fair, respectful, and inclusive workplace help it earn employees' trust. On the other hand, its collaborative approach, its adherence to agreements, and its readiness to address and rectify issues help it earn partners' trust. In essence, at Amazon, earning trust isn't just a principle. It's a commitment that permeates every aspect of its operations, from customer service to employee relations to partnerships. Let's now dive into another principle, aptly named Dive Deep. This principle is integral to Amazon's approach to problem-solving and decision-making. Leaders at Amazon don't shy away from the details, they dive deep into them. They operate at all levels, even if that means getting into the weeds. No task is beneath them, and they aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty. They continually audit frequently to ensure they are seeing the most accurate picture. Moreover, Dive Deep also emphasizes the importance of data-driven decisions. Leaders don't guess, they use data and metrics to guide their choices. They ask incisive questions to uncover the root of a problem, and they don't rest until they've found the answers. An example of this principle in action is how Amazon continuously dives deep into customer feedback to understand their needs better. They leverage this understanding to improve their products, services, and operations. Whether it's refining the user interface of their website, enhancing the delivery process, or expanding their product range, Amazon's Dive Deep approach has played a key role in its success. So remember, at Amazon, we don't have to just scratch the surface, we have to dive deep. Next up in our series of Amazon's leadership principles is a principle that truly sets Amazon apart. Have backbone, disagree, and commit. This principle encourages leaders to stand up for their convictions and respectfully challenge decisions when they believe there is a better approach. It's not about being contrarian for the sake of it, but about ensuring the best ideas come to the fore, regardless of where they come from. But here's the twist. Once a decision is determined, even if you disagree with it, you commit. You throw your full support behind it. You see, at Amazon, they believe that harmony is often overvalued in the decision-making process. Disagreement and debate are healthy and often lead to better outcomes. However, once a decision is made, it's time for action. It's time to commit and drive the decision to success. For instance, when Amazon decided to venture into the cloud computing space with AWS, not everyone was on board initially. However, once the decision was made, everyone committed to it, and today AWS is a leading cloud service provider. So remember, at Amazon, we have backbone and disagree, but once a decision is made, we commit wholeheartedly. Following on, we arrive at another crucial Amazon leadership principle: deliver results. At Amazon, leaders are expected to deliver on their commitments and meet high expectations consistently. This principle emphasizes the importance of execution and getting things done. It's not just about having great ideas or making ambitious plans. It's about turning those ideas and plans into concrete results. For instance, when Amazon launched Prime, it wasn't just about introducing a new service. It was about delivering a result that significantly enhanced customer experience and loyalty. Or consider the Kindle, which revolutionized the way people read books. Amazon didn't just promise a better reading experience, it delivered on that promise. This principle also extends to individual performance at Amazon. Employees are expected to deliver results in their respective roles, consistently meeting or exceeding their goals. It's this relentless focus on results that has made Amazon the global powerhouse it is today. So, whether you're an individual contributor or a team leader, remember that at Amazon we don't just make promises, we deliver results. As we move forward, we come across a newer addition to Amazon's leadership principles. Success and scale bring broad responsibility. This principle is a powerful reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. At Amazon, leaders are encouraged to understand and embrace the responsibility that comes with their success and scale. They are expected to use their influence and resources to benefit not just the company, but society as a whole. For instance, Amazon's climate pledge is a prime example of how the company is using its scale and success for the greater good. Launched in 2019, the pledge commits Amazon to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2040, a decade ahead of the Paris Agreement's goal. This includes measures like purchasing 100,000 electric delivery vehicles, investing in renewable energy, and reforesting areas around the world. Or consider Amazon's Smile program, where a portion of the customer's purchase price on eligible items is donated to a charity of their choice. This initiative, powered by Amazon's vast scale, has raised millions of dollars for charities worldwide. At Amazon, we understand that our success and scale bring broad responsibility. Whether it's taking actions to combat climate change, supporting charitable causes, or fostering a culture of diversity and inclusion, we believe in using our resources to make a positive impact. So when you step into a leadership role at Amazon, remember, your decisions and actions have the power to create a lasting impact, not just within the company, but beyond. Moving forward, let's delve into the latest addition to Amazon's leadership principles. Strive to be Earth's best employer. This principle underlines the commitment of Amazon towards creating a safer, more inclusive and respectful work environment for every team member. It puts a spotlight on the significance of employee satisfaction and well-being, asserting that a company's success is tied directly to its employees' happiness and productivity. For instance, Amazon's $15 minimum wage, which is more than double the federal minimum wage, shows its commitment to fair compensation. Moreover, initiatives like the Career Choice program, which prepays 95% of tuition for employees seeking further education in high-demand fields, demonstrate the company's commitment to employee growth and development. Furthermore, Amazon's pledge towards becoming a more inclusive employer is evident in its various diversity initiatives. The company is committed to increasing representation of women and Black employees in its senior leadership by 2024. In essence, Strive to be Earth's best employer is a call to action for leaders at Amazon to prioritize their team's well-being, growth, and satisfaction, thereby fostering a culture of respect and inclusivity. At Amazon, we don't just strive to be the world's most customer-centric company, but also to be Earth's best employer. Before we end, it's worth emphasizing that these principles aren't exclusive to Amazon. Many top-tier organizations, startups, and tech giants alike look up to Amazon as a role model. They highly appreciate these principles and find them applicable in their own contexts. These principles, defined by Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos, are comprehensive guidelines for defining leadership style across any organization. They are not merely rules to follow, but a mindset to cultivate. They are universally relevant, especially when answering behavioral interview questions. Whether you're interviewing at Google, Apple, or a promising startup, you can use these principles as a framework for your responses. They help you demonstrate your leadership abilities, problem-solving skills, and customer-centric approach qualities that every employer values. So in essence, mastering these principles isn't just about cracking Amazon's interview. It's about equipping yourself with a robust leadership toolkit that can open doors to countless opportunities. Remember, these principles are a reflection of a mindset that is valued across industries. They are your secret weapon for success, not just at Amazon but beyond. So keep them close and practice them often.